Hello and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. I know a lot of you are really enjoying this game. I'm really enjoying it too. I hope you're liking this series. Welcome back. We're going to be focusing on red cubes today. What are they called? They got a funny name. Energy matrix. That's the one. Energy matrix, which require this sort of excited graphene or whatever it is, and some hydrogen. So where the hell do we get those from? Well, the graphene one is quite simply we can get from coal, so we can actually farm this coal node right here and start pumping that towards, or this one right here, in fact, you know, there's two right next to each other, so that's good. Yeah, we could start pumping the graphene stuff, or whatever, graphite, maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong, graphite, from these two, and processing them into that there. What the other thing that I need is something that produces hydrogen. Now, from what I understand, now I haven't got that far through the game offline yet, but we need to pump oil out of the ground is the first source of hydrogen that we can get, and then I think we can split it. So if we have a look at I think it was called X-ray cracking or something like, here it is. So we need the red cubes to do, but this produces, you chuck 2 hydrogen in along with refined fuel and you get the graphite and the hydrogen out of it. So I mean, if we can get this going, then we basically got the entire energy matrix recipe just coming out of one thing, the X-ray cracking there. I'm not quite sure what actually does this though. I think it's the refinery. So under the catalyst of hydrogen, X-rays can crack refined oil into more hydrogen and byproduct energetic graphite. So there we go. I keep calling it graphene, I apologise, it's graphite. Again, all the graphs are all mixed up. Anyway, so we have a crude oil thingy there. There are other ones around. Let me just see if I can turn this on. It gives us a little bit of a heads up into where things are. We can kind of zoom out a bit, maybe if we hit M. There's another one over here. It's quite far away. We don't have a huge amount of crude oil seeps actually around this area. There's a sort of good old bunch of them over here, though. And yeah, there's others just sort of dotted around. There's 3, 4 along this side. So all the oil seeps, it would seem, are on the wrong side of the planet to where we're setting up our red cube thingy, because we need to combine the reds with the blues. So yeah, okay. Well, looks like we're going to have to try and set up some kind of like mass oil refining production and then see if we can ship it on over here. Now, later on, we can get intraplanetary logistics. And again, we need the red cubes and blue cubes to unlock those two. But interplanetary logistics, I suppose, is like the trucks and stuff, the trains and trucks of Satisfactory. You know, you don't have to run everything off conveyors. They get these little drone things, logistic drones, to run everything about. Now, they're not exactly simple in themselves. They require the circuit boards, the processors, which I think we unlocked. Maybe we didn't. Yeah, well, there it is. Processors, which we've unlocked, and they require electronics and magnetic coils. No, sorry. They require the these things. Microcrystalline. Oh my god. It's just getting it's getting out of hand already. It's getting out of hand already. I'm just losing myself into this game. It's crazy. It's so enjoyable. Okay, so we've got this one crude oil seep here that I think we could take advantage of, at least to get us going and get some red cubes flowing, maybe. And then for everything else, like a little bit more higher production and stuff, we'll need to set up something around one of these little clusters of oil that we have dotted around, sort of all on the opposite side of the map to where we currently are. But you know, that happens, it happens. And as always, it's nighttime already. I really don't time these things very well, do I? Anyway, so the first thing that we do need is a oil pump, oil extractor. So, have we got one of these? I think, did we get given one? Clearly not. Okay, let's produce one, because we've actually got the what are these? Plasma exciters. We got the plasma exciters already. We can at least build one of these buggers. There we go. And then we can place that on here, and that snaps to it. Okay, can we point it that way? Yep. Pop. There it is. So I think there's just, these work like mines, so they there is just one conveyor that comes out of them, and that's 1.46 a second of crude oil. Okay, and the next thing that we need is the refinery. Here we go, oil refinery. Oh, we don't have one of those, so let's maybe produce. I think we could probably produce a few of these. I don't think we have the exciters to do more than one at the moment. We're going to have to go and build some more of those. But this guy should output some fuel and hydrogen for us. So if we place it down, I don't know, we'll place it nearby. There's no point really separating them too much. Let's place the conveyor first. Let's place the conveyor first. Run this out along there, and then we'll place the refinery next to it. Put it that way around, maybe? No, let's put them that way around. There's the refinery, and so we can then set the recipe of this is literally plasma refining.
Multiple products. To divide them, you need to set a filter on the sorter. You can use tab or the arrow keys on the right side of the keyboard to quickly set the filter when building the sorter.
So it produces 2 crude oil to 1 hydrogen, as you can see here. So we're going to need, what we can do is set up 2 conveyor belts on the outside here. And one like that. And then we can get 1 conveyor here. 1 sorter, sorry. We can set a filter on that sorter to say, just do the refined oil. Okay, and then we set another sorter here, and we can tell that one by clicking on it to do the hydrogen. And there we go. We don't need to set up like a splitter or anything like later down the line. We could just output them both directly to the correct conveyor belt. Okay, so now we need to you know, offload this into storage or something. I don't know what to do with all the crude oil at the moment. We can turn it into power. We can burn it in a thermal power station. We can burn all that fuel to make power. At the moment, I think our power grid is a little bit okay, so we don't really need it at the moment. What I do is turn it into storage tanks, because it is a liquid. It will go into the storage tanks a lot more than it will the storage containers. So we'll do that. And then, of course, we need to set up some miners over here in order to start turning this coal. 732 is a good one. Let's run the conveyor for this off over here. Out of the way, because I want to put some more miners around there, to be honest. And then we're going to use, I think it's smelters. Pop a smelter down, and we can turn that smelter into energetic graphite. We're going to need a few of those. And there we go, bit of power, and we've got oil coming out now. That's going into this refinery, and that is spitting out refined fuel and hydrogen. And that is going off into storage, liquid storage tanks, which can store a hell of a lot more of this stuff than the regular storage. Meanwhile, powered up the miner for coal. That's then being turned into energetic graphite. Energetic graphite. Into 2 storages here. So we have the raw materials now, albeit at an extremely slow rate, in order to produce red cubes. So if I produce an energy matrix, this oh, we can't, damn it, glass, yes. I seem to be running into this more and more, and to be honest, I'm going to need more and more glass and stuff anyway, because one of the things we need to be able to build is these plasma exciters to build more oil pumps and refineries, and they take these prism things which require glass. So we need to set up a production line for from stone to glass to the prisms and stuff like that, and then I should be able to produce well, first of all, another energy matrix that we can use to build the red cubes. One of the matrix labs to build the red cubes, but also just then more oil production and stuff anyway. So we're going to leave them running for a little while over there. Meanwhile, I need to have a look for more stone deposits, and there are, well, there's a bunch up here. There's 2 there. Of course, our stone facility producing the silicon is over here, and there's a whole stone deposit next to that. So we could use that and build off of the existing facility for silicon and stuff. There are actually 2 stone deposits not too far away from the oil vein here as well. So this little area might be a good one to expand into. So I think that one is the way to go. We're not going to sort of encroach on the other production area that we've set up. We're going to set up a whole new one. 2 stone deposits. Okay. Right. Well, we need a lot of miners. And then we need to turn that stone into glass, and some of it into prisms. I need to be able to keep glass and prisms up to sort of... I don't think we're going to need a huge amount of these prism things, because I don't know where else they get used. I don't think they get used in much else, to be honest. What do you take? You take the silicon, yeah. Well, if we could produce some silicon over here, that would be good as well. Because I'm not sure those prisms really are used very much at all. But I could be wrong. I mean, you know, we're only sort of just scratching the surface of this tech tree. Yeah, prisms could be used a lot. Anyway, let's see. We're going to set up a bunch of miners on here. So let's see. Let's start with this one. So we're going to start off, I think, with just 2 on each thingy. So we can get 533 on that one. Maybe... Ooh, this one might be a bit trickier. Let's see if we can come from the other side. 480. Yeah, 480 on that one. That should be a good start. So we're going to turn this into our glass factory. We're going to need a lot more smelters, that's for sure. Let's get them queued up. And then I think we're just going to line up a bunch of smelters over here. Do 4 per mine. It's usually a good ratio. Run that guy out of there. And run this guy out here. Need an output line as well. So there's another conveyor belt there. Got another 5 smelters. So one. Oh, is he out of alignment? I think he is. We've got to line these up perfectly, guys. Otherwise, it's just, what is the point? You know? So there's another 4 there. This line isn't quite lined up properly. Let's see if we can do a better job of that. That's better. And then obviously an output line for that as well. And of course we need to get some power up in here as well. But these guys are all going to be turning the rock into glass. So we can copy that, paste that onto all of them. Oh dear. Ooh. I just noticed my core energy went down. The drone started moving super slow. Ooh, that was a good job I had some spare coal lying around in there. But I do still have my hydrogen fuel rods, so if it all does go horribly wrong, it's okay. So we've now got these guys powered up, producing glass. We now need to offload them into storage of some sort. So I'm just gonna plop some storage here. I want to be able to expand these if I can. One of them is overproducing, so I'm gonna leave a little bit of room there and place a couple of storages over here for them. Run this conveyor belt up alongside like that. Now I don't know if I can get away with merging these 2 conveyor belts. I think once I unlock the new Mark II conveyor belts, I can. For now, they might be too slow, but I'm going to try it anyway. And then we're going to have a sorter, and we just need to power up that sorter as well. Triangles. There we go. So they'll start taking the glass there off that conveyor belt, popping it into the storage, ready for whatever we need to do to it next. Now, some of it needs to go into being prisms. So I want to keep a good portion of glass though. Hopefully this conveyor belt will sort of relax a little bit, but at the moment it's looking like it's filling up. Okay, yeah, it's getting some gaps in there. Okay, that's better. So this conveyor belt should now be able to merge. I'm just not sure it's going to be quick enough to keep these guys running and preventing them from filling up. It looks too slow to me. Which is fine. If we need to, what we can do is just take that away. Once we get tier 2 conveyor belts though, should be okay. We'll just input there like that. And this should free up. I mean, this has freed up a lot more now. I wonder if actually the 2 would have been fine. Oh well, I'll leave it like that for now, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, no, that'll be alright. Okay, so I want to use these other 2 to produce the prisms. Now the prisms require the glass. So is that an efficient use? I'm not sure. Maybe we should use this to produce more silicon, considering how hard it is to get silicon on this planet. Using these rocks to produce more glass and then prisms is probably a waste. What I can do is filter off some of the this is filling up now, some of the glass here to produce prisms instead, and actually set this one up to produce more silicon. Let's do that. Okay, so how do we build this? I don't think it's a smelter. I don't think it's a smelter that produces the prisms. It is a manufacturer, one of these badgers. So this guy will need the glass to produce prisms. Okay, so that's fine. What we can do is set up the manufacturer as well. We can set them up right where I've put them actually. That's absolutely fine as well. Run this conveyor out of the glass section there. I need more conveyor belts. Always seem to need more conveyor belts. Run that up to there. In you go. Power. Triangles. And then we're just going to use a basic output there. I'm hoping this will be quick enough. I'm just waiting for any of this glass to get through to the other manufacturer. I don't know if this is going to be quick enough or not, but we can then output. We can use a bit of this free space that we've got here actually. We output the conveyors this way round. I can put some storages here and here. And then sorters. Drop it off and take it in. And there we go. We've got the prisms making as well. So I'll set up a silicon one, like I say, over there as well, and start that working. But we need... What did we need the prisms for again? I can't remember. Oh, it was the plasma exciters, wasn't it? We need those with magnetic coils. Oh, that's friendly, which require the magnets and coppers. And they are being produced all the way over there. Okay, so wonderful. Oh my god, there's so many chicken and the egg situations right in this game, because right here I'd be like, alright, we need intraplanetary transport to take either the magnetic coils here or the prisms there in order to turn into, oh my lord. But we don't have that interstellar transport because, well, it's 2 technologies away and we need a lot of the cubes in order to produce that. Dear lord. This is a pain in the butt, it really is. So we could come back here. We have got a little bit of hydrogen, but not much from our one oil refinery here. And obviously the graphite is filling up very nicely. We're going to have very slow energy matrix production by linking these up, but at least we'll have some production, I guess. I don't know, eventually it would unlock the interplanetary transport, but it's all the other stuff that we need with interplanetary transport. These things, and these things, which require the silicon and the copper, and even more copper for the electronics. My god. It's gonna be... I don't think you can really escape the spaghetti junction of conveyor belts at this stage of the game. Ultimately, I'm going to have to run these prisms down somewhere around here, and I'm going to have to run the magnetic coils from all the way over here up there. Because here's the magnetic coils here. There's plenty of them. They just need to go over here. So there isn't a copper vein around here. There's one over there. It's quite far away, but again, we'd have the same problem where you just got a logistics so far in order to get the next level of technology, which means you don't have the logistics so far. You know, it's a different way of doing it, isn't it? Anyway, oh my lord, right? Okay, so let's logistics this out then. We're going to need to take it up a level in order to go over these conveyor belts here. So that's what we're going to do. Take it up and then take it back down again and run it there. That's now being quick enough for the two of them, so I can disconnect that, run a sorter between those two. Oh, it's too close. Of course it is. Always too close. I always do this. I always put these damn things too close to one another. Okay, let's take those out there. Delete that. Move this storage there. And then put a logistics across. And a logistics back on again. Yay! So that way, if this box fills up, it can fill that one up, and ultimately it's this one that unloads it all onto the conveyor belt. And the spaghetti has started. Oh yes, it's spaghetti time. But we are producing a decent amount of glass now. That's good. Alright, so this needs to go and combine with magnetic coils somewhere to produce plasma exciters. Lovely. Do we need that many plasma exciters? Are they used in anything other than these oil refineries? Because if they're not, I might just hand produce them rather than setting up an entire production line for them. Do you know what I mean? Ah, screw it. I'm going to do it anyway. It's part of fun. There we go. We are producing plasma exciters now through two extremely long conveyor belts merging somewhere in the middle between them. And the prisms and the electromagnetics combine to make plasma exciters. We now can take some of these, all of them in fact, and with that we can now produce more refineries. So let's maybe produce like 3 more from refineries, and then we can up the amount of fuel and hydrogen that we're making over here at this one crude oil pump. Finally get our damn energy matrix production going. One refinery is ready already. Rotate these all the same way so they can feed off the same belts. You in there. You, sir, can be... Oh, I broke it. Put you across there. I was going to say, you, sir, can be a regular sorter. You don't need to be the more energy hungry version. Copy that recipe to there. And there we go. Oh, we just need to output 1. That needs to be... Oh, crap. Now I've got a problem. Just the oil, please. Oh, bugger. That could be a problem. What's going to happen there, then? Because I just pumped hydrogen. Yeah, I thought that might be a problem. Uh-oh. I just pumped hydrogen. Wow, set up the sorters before you turn the damn thing on, right? This just hydrogen here, please. That's okay. That's just pumped out hydrogen. But now I've got a problem where... oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Can I select that bit of conveyor belt there? No, I can only destroy... Yikes. I can destroy the entire storage. Okay, I think I cleared the hydrogen out of that bit, but there is going to be a hydrogen in that belt that I cannot I cannot get rid of. Oh dear, how do I sort that out, guys? That's not going to be bringing in anymore because I can't put hydrogen in a storage tank that's already got fuel in it. Oops! Sort the sorters out before you turn the damn thing on. Output before input. Right. Damn. Okay, well, we'll sort that out later. I'll probably have to destroy the tank, which means I lose everything inside it, which kind of sucks. Foolish mistake on my part. So yeah, let's do it the right way around this time, shall we? Output before input. So we set the filter on that to refined oil. Then we have another output. Set the filter on that one to hydrogen. Paste the recipe on, and then we bring the input conveyor down and pump it in. Alright, and that should start coming out in the correct configuration. Oops. Oh no, what are we gonna do? I could build another one, and then maybe I could build two more and put a sorter between them. Oh my lord, this is complicated. I put a sorter between the two more, output everything, and then route it back round again once it's sorted it out. Yikes. That's nasty. It's just not going to stop though, because I need some way of... Oh my lord. So yeah, you put two storages, and then put a sorter between them. And then sort the filters out on the sorter before we do anything. So that one is oil. And that one... No, ooh, I think it can only do one. Okay, we'll filter that one hydrogen then. Oh dear. And then what we could do is run the oil one and back round. To merge with the original line. It's a bit messy, but we have to take all the oil out to clear that one bit of hydrogen out of it. I suppose that's one thing about liquid storage and regular storage. Or regular storage, I could just pop the hydrogen out manually, but oh, this is gnarly. Well, that bit of hydrogen will turn up eventually. Hopefully. Once this tank is empty of oil, and then that one bit of hydrogen can go in, and then it go out, and then it's done. And then I can dismantle that entire thing. Until then, that's what I'm stuck with. Right, we got a bit more hydrogen coming now, so I think we can actually build ourselves a couple of energy matrices. Energy labs, whatever they're called. Oh dear. Oh boy. Why is that waiting? There you go. Crack on. I don't think we've got one of these plasma exciters may be all we need to do. Let me just check as well. We've still got enough oil coming in to make one more refinery. Here we go. I think that'll probably do. I fear one more and maybe the oil pump won't be able to keep up, because you can see it's kind of already depleting the belt. So we may have actually just shot ourselves in the foot with that last one as it is. I'll see how it goes, and it might be that they need to queue up eventually. We have one liquid capacity. One liquid hydrogen. It's done it. Okay, so let's cut this off. Get rid of that one liquid hydrogen. We have to wait for that to empty now. It shouldn't take too long. That minor little disaster is over. Our labs are now ready. So we want to combine this with the blues, really. So I'm going to sit it right next to the blue one. This might be a bit of an issue because of the conveyor belt setup that I've done. But in order to maintain neat and tidiness, yeah, I'm going to do it this way because I'm stubborn. Produce red cubes. Okay. So from here, we want to run a conveyor belt all the way down to there, like that, and then sort onto that belt there. And then we need to run the hydrogen from all the way over here, raise it up, raise conveyor belts using the arrow keys. I'm just going to keep it raised up all the way over here and set it down, and you can get once again out of goddamn conveyor belts. And run that down to the side as well. And there we go. We have got red cubes producing. I have triple stacked them just like the blue cubes now as well. That's as high as we can go until we can upgrade later. We are producing red cubes en masse now, and I have queued up a bunch of research. So we've started off with a high efficiency logistics system, which gives us Mark II conveyors, bigger storages, and even faster sorters. That then goes on to planetary logistics later. Titanium smelting is ready to go. Crystal smelting, photon frequency. Obviously titanium unlocks titanium, crystal. I don't know really what, I guess, crystals. I don't know what we're going to need them for, but we'll soon find out, I'm sure. Photon frequency conversion, no idea. No idea. High speed assembling process, fantastic. Okay, so faster assemblers, love that. Deuterium fractionator, love it. Fractionators, great. I don't know what that means, but good. Polymer chemical engineering, super. X-ray cracking, this is the thing that we wanted. This produces a crap load of hydrogen for us, and hydrogen fuel rods are all queued up, and that is it. Our queue is full now until the logistics is done. And then we need magnetic levitation. We've got super magnetic field generators, magnetic particle traps after that, but I think that's, oh no, we can do that one. We'll look at the blue cubes required for that bad boy. Woof. All right, so yeah, we got a lot of waiting around to do, I think, before we can energy storage as well. Whew. Okay, that's what we ultimately want. It's going to really kind of help us improve and increase our production without having to lay 20 billion miles of conveyor belt everywhere. Unfortunately, the conveyor belt spaghetti has already started. I'm not sure I can recover from this. What is this mess that I've got going on over here of just conveyors everywhere? Anyway, the good news is that our little disaster with the oil is sorted, and oh, there we go. High efficiency logistics is done. Bingo. Oil hydrogen mix-up has been sorted. This is depleting, but I think it'll be okay, and especially as we add more hydrogen to the mix, it will be fine as well. But energy matrix, we're now producing. Well, we just have to wait and sit around for all the research to be done, really. It's going to take a little while, but it is going for it. Absolutely going for it. Titanium smelting next. And then we got even more technology lines that we need to sort out. I need to sort out a line for making the processors, which are circuit boards and these things. So that's more silicon and more copper. So I think what I'm going to do off camera, I'm going to set up another silicon setup like I have over the other side of the map, off of this rock here. Maybe even a bit of rock from over here, because I see these miners are kind of queuing up. It looks like the glass is now full already. Oh, wow. Okay. Yikes. And I could probably speed this up, I think, if I upgrade this guy to Tier 2. And I add another one of these guys in there. That's gonna alleviate some of the backlog here. Increase the amount of prisms that are coming out. Turning ultimately into exciters. But the good news is that we got plenty of glass, and we're going to need a lot of that going forward, so that's fine. But yeah, we could possibly steal some of that stone and this stone in order to produce some more silicon. I'm going to set that up off camera so that we got that ready, so that we can start work on these things, processors and micro crystalline components and stuff. Wow. And all the while increasing our hydrogen production through various means, whatever's available. That one on the end now is no longer getting any crude oil. So it looks like the perfect ratio is actually 3. We can get rid of this one in that case. And set that up on another oil deposit somewhere. There we go. Energy matrix is done. Research underway. Conveyor belt spaghetti achieved. Never mind. Okay, well, that is going to be all for today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.